nor do I think.
The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Tonight on Live at 4, News 3 is live in Springfield, where dozens of Illinois higher education teachers rallied today for full state funding. The full report on that is just a minute away.
Nor do I think, with the pool approaching its lifespan, that it makes any sense to put that kind of money.
Pool problems in Macomb. The Glenwood Pool is a popular summer spot. Why it could be closing ahead.
And we'll hear from the newly elected Student Government Association president and vice president on their plans for their term. Live at 4 starts now.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
We begin this evening at the Capitol, where teachers are entering the Capitol instead of the classroom today, all in an effort to demand funding from Springfield. Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4.
We're going to take you there now, where News 3's Redrick Terry has been following the group all day long. Redrick, tell us what's going on.
Students from all across the state met here today in Springfield, and they had one very clear message to state government. They have had enough of this now 22-month budget stalemate and all the impact, the negative impact that it's having on their regular institutions.
Nearly 2 calendar years have gone by without a state budget in Illinois, and the effects are hitting higher education institutions all around the state. The Teach Out for Illinois Higher Education is a way for teachers and students to let it be known that they have had enough.
I'm here to make sure those who are tasked with the responsibility of funding us realize that they have created a serious situation with Illinois in its public education system.
Dr. Ellis and other instructors across the state are worried about not only the security of their jobs, but the security of their students' education.
It's a nightmare scenario for us, and the absolute lack of movement on this issue over political infighting and a variety of other things. It's unethical, it's unacceptable, and we're sort of here to shout that we're not going to take that much longer.
Students showed up in dozens as well, saying that they have noticed how this stalemate has affected their institutions.
A lot of our janitors are being cut. There's only a couple for each building. So a lot of that support system is kind of fading away, and you can definitely see it. It's affecting everything.
Faculty, students, and politicians alike had some very strong messages to give to Governor Rauner and the Assembly.
We need to save higher education in the state of Illinois. We need to do that by getting rid of Bruce Rauner.
People who are not just content to sit around and rationalize and strategize and hypothesize and fantasize about life, but people who are active participants for the movement for social justice and social change.
This morning, and of course, outside of like these demonstrations, they also tell you that it's also very, very important to continue to send messages and emails to this Capitol demanding that higher education be fully funded immediately. Reporting live in Springfield, Redrick Terry, News 3.
And thank you, Redrick. Now, summertime is filled with trips to the local swimming pool for many area families, but that could all change this summer if Glenwood Pool shuts down.
That's right. News 3's Nick Garrick joins us live in the newsroom with information on the potential closure. Nick?
Well, last night at Taylor Hall on the Square, Tri-State's Public Radio hosted a panel to discuss the future of Glenwood Pool with the public. Now, the room was packed, and besides the panelists, the Glenwood Pool has been part of the Macomb community for over 80 years, but the condition of the pool is in dire need of repair to make it usable. The Tri-States panel was a way for people of Macomb to voice their opinion on the pool. Everyone in attendance all had the same end goal, but the major problem facing the city, the Park District, and the community is how they all will reach that goal.
And I think that we still need to maintain that pool.
The pool is structurally unsound for swimmers. To get the pool in working condition, the cost can range from $30,000 to over $100,000.
I think we're hearing people talk about $3 and $4 million pools, and I think that they need to investigate those financing arrangements a little bit more.
The plan could possibly have a sliding door to have an indoor-outdoor capability, but the community prefers an outdoor pool if one is in the future.
I think that in this place where if you're here in the summertime, there's not too many wet places except for Spring Lake and Argyle, but you can't swim out there, you know. So
Last night, Macomb Park District's Executive Director Rachel Lenz said, "I can't look to the future while I'm chained to the past." Glenwood has been a big part of the community, and many generations have their share of memories at the pool. The Park District says the pool is reaching its final age. It could be time to move on. From News 3, I'm Nick Garrick.
Thank you so much, Nick. Now, Bardolph man is in custody after allegedly stole a car over the weekend. The McDonough County Sheriff's Department arrested 33-year-old Jared Beans. The sheriff's office said he stole a 2001 Ford Mustang from Tennessee, Illinois. They also say Beans stole the keys to the car from someone he was visiting in Tennessee. The car was found in a field north of Macomb, and it was confirmed to be a stolen car. Now, Beans was arrested and is being held at the McDonough County Jail. His bond was set at $50,000. He was charged with residential burglary and theft of a motor vehicle. He is also under federal probation for previous charges involving drugs. More charges may be announced later on accounts of his pre-existing probation.
Bringing it back to WIU now, a new team will be leading the Student Government Association next year. News 3's Kayla Collins joins us in the studio to give us more details. Kayla?
Thanks, Megan. This year was a competitive election season for the Student Government Association, with 667 ballots cast. I spoke with the newly elected president and vice president on their goals for the upcoming school year. The Western Illinois University student body made their voices heard at this year's Student Government Association's election. Newly elected President Grant Reese says his first order of business is to get the word out about SGA.
So everybody needs to know what SGA is, how we kind of function, and then how they can get involved with us. So whether that be kind of email mailing lists out to them just with some information.
By connecting the students and the association, he wants to start new events.
Kind of town hall style events so that we can get face-to-face connections between our senators, our executive board members, and our students. Because, you know, to be a team and to work together, we have to know who each other is, and we have to kind of form that bond so that we can all feel comfortable working with each other.
Reed is looking forward to working with the elected vice president, who says he wants to work with the WIU administration.
Building relations with the administrators of the university so that we can kind of get the information out to the student body as to what they're working on, just so the student body is more well-rounded and more well-informed.
He says by keeping students up to date, he wants to continue reaching out to them. The newly elected officials will begin their positions in the fall. The senator at large and the student member of the Board of Trustees were also announced. They are listed on your screen. Current student government officers will meet one last time next Tuesday at 7 p.m. in the Capitol Room of the Student Union. Reporting for News 3, I'm Kayla Collins.
Some hard work and elbow grease led to a new project at Hornfield campus. Find out how this new bridge is improving safety to trail goers.
And McDonough County's first family emergency shelter is continuing its fundraising efforts. We'll tell you how you can get involved with this weekend's Gutted Gala. But first, Storm Team 3's Devin Biggs has a look at the forecast. Devin?
A breezy and cool day here across western Illinois. Clouds have really hung around here across western Illinois, and those clouds will continue to bring some rain. Coming up, I'll let you know when that rain will return, and maybe temperatures could be rebounding after the break.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 is back in a moment.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up on the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a Leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back to Live at 4. The Macomb and WIU communities are bringing a table game to life this weekend, all for a good cause. The second annual Foos for Families tournament is this Sunday at Veterans Park in Macomb, starting at 2 p.m. The cost is $40 per team. The event is organized by the WIU Department of Recreation, Park and Tourism Administration, as well as the Macomb Park District. All proceeds will go toward the Center for Youth and Family Solutions, which serves children and families in need.
You can catch me out there on Sunday. Now, a recreational facility south of Macomb needed a new bridge for hikers. And instead of spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a contract, they decided to reach out to an organization here at WIU. Hornfield campus has 92 acres of trails and green space, a high ropes course, and now a new bridge. Student worker Kyle Salz walks across the new bridge with comfort, knowing he doesn't have to worry anymore.
So when I was hiking along this one, I could feel it, that it was like bouncy really badly. And so I got underneath it and saw it was rotted out.
The old bridge was not safe. Before Western Illinois Construction Management Association made it out to rebuild the new bridge, the old one wasn't much. It was made from 2 trees.
There's 2 trees put together, side by side, parallel to each other, and then there's probably 20 2x6s that were spread out along it, so there was planks. I don't think there was posts or railing or anything like that. So.
But the new bridge has railings, new posts, and is a safer way for hikers to cross the path. President of WICMA, Kathleen Perkins, says building the bridge gives the students a great feeling while also teaching them about the real world.
A lot of freshmen and sophomores don't have experience. So to be able to go in and do some construction work like we did on the bridge or do some demo work like we've done on other projects, that kind of gives us a little bit of an experience before we go farther into our career.
And while the hands-on experience was an advantage, the best part for WICMA is the feeling of a job well done.
It's just so cool to create something out of nothing.
Now, Kyle Salz says that there is at least one more bridge out at Hornfield campus that needs to be renovated. WICMA intends to complete another bridge in the fall.
WIU's University Dance Theater is showcasing their semester's work starting tonight at Hainline Theater. The annual Spring Gala concert will take place tonight, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. A matinee show will be held Sunday at 2:30 p.m. The show will feature performances by students and faculty. Tickets can be purchased at the box office, but the event is free with your student ID. And for over a year now, Genesis Garden has been working to fix up a home in Macomb. It's going to be McDonough County's first ever family emergency shelter. This Saturday, the organization is hosting their second gutted gala to raise money for the home.
And tomorrow morning, you can hear from the director of Genesis Garden on our award-winning show, Good Morning Macomb. We'll have the details on how you can attend the gala and how you can get involved with Genesis Garden. Make sure you join us at 9.
And still to come here on Live at 4, a dreary few days after some summer-like temps earlier in the week.
We'll hear from Storm Team 3's Devin Biggs on what's in store for the weekend. Live at 4, we'll be right back.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about News 3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News 3 has really taught me to believe in myself and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Now, from the Storm Team 3 Weather Center, here's Devin Biggs.
And a cloudy and cool day here across western Illinois. A cold front has moved on through just east of Indiana, and we're left with some clouds and some drizzle conditions here across the region. Temperatures are basically in the lower 50s down to the south, 57 in St. Louis, 62 in Joplin, and 44 degrees, really much cooler up to the north. 50 in Macomb, 47 in Peoria. Basically, the farther north you go, the cooler it gets. The farther south you go, the warmer it gets. And that's all thanks to that cold front. 50 to 40 degrees was our range today, which is way below the average of 67 and 44. And we're not going to get anywhere near that record high of 88 or 29. So definitely not too bad. So our Midwest weather tracker, clouds are starting to get out of here a little bit as that cold front has definitely cleared the region. So we're going to hopefully see some clear skies soon, but hey, to bring it to you, more rain is on the way. So tonight, yep, we can see that rain beginning to move in as the next weather system begins to approach the region. It will continue to see that tomorrow as the cold front begins to move through. Again, another cold front will be moving through, and it's going to keep our temperatures into the 40s and 50s here across the region. So basically, what's to come? We'll basically be seeing around 3 to 4 inches over the next few days. This is actually our 7-day outlook, so this goes well into next week, but the main event will be occurring this weekend and early next week as well. So tonight we'll basically be in the mid to upper 40s to the north, but more upper 40s, maybe even around 50 to the south, where it'll be a little bit warmer. Basically we'll be 60s area wide up to the north, and basically not too bad, a little warmer to the south as well. So our forecast for tonight, isolated showers will be expected with a low of 45. Advancing towards tomorrow, showers will be likely with a high in the low 60s. And our 5-day outlook basically showing rain, go away. We got a lot of rain coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Again, 3 to 4 inches possible. And thunderstorms could bring some bigger amounts. We'll see some thunderstorms on Sunday, but we'll lose the rain on Monday. And Tuesday, maybe a warm-up finally. And I know I'm ready to say goodbye to the jackets as well, but it's spring, so hello to the rain.
Well, I have to say that once we get through this weekend, it'll get better. So far, it's still, I don't know how I feel about that weather and that rain.
It's the unpredictable Midwestern spring.
No kidding. Now, here's Danny, sports director. He's joining us today. Danny Fry.
Well, thank you, Emily and Megan. Coming up later in sports, rain, not really going away, foiling this sports director's plans with rainouts yesterday, but Macomb High and Western Illinois softball both in action on Tuesday. And Bomber baseball down to the wire on Tuesday night versus Illini West. An unusual walk-off, perhaps? Stick around to find out. And WIU athletics mic'd up Leatherneck starting quarterback Sean McGuire during the spring game, just in case you were wondering what goes through a QB's head. That and your highlight source next on Live and Forth.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver,
the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules. You tell me to stay away from drugs. To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about News 3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. News 3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Welcome back to Sports on Live at 4. The Macomb High School baseball team tried to find its groove hosting Illini West on Tuesday afternoon. We'll start off in the top of the fourth. Jacob Dietrich of Illini West smacks it to the shortstop, but really good defense by the Bombers to get the out at first. Nice stretch over there by the first baseman. Skipping to the bottom of the fourth. Now the Bombers down by one. Parker Smallshoff hits a single up the middle to bring around a chugging Corby Foxall. He goes off to the races and ties up the ball game at one. Staying in the fourth, Alex Drains nails it to the shortstop, and he'll leg out an infield base hit at first to load up the bases for Cale Reeves. And he won't even have to lift the bat off of his shoulders. A costly wild pitch by the Chargers helps out the Bombers as Blake Kelly crosses the plate, making it 2-1 MHS. Now in the bottom of the sixth, the Bombers down 3-2 until Smallsoft singles it up the middle again to score Foxall and tie things up this time at 3 apiece. Fast forwarding to the bottom of the seventh, all tied at 3. Guess who? It's Smallshoff. Bases loaded, hit by a pitch. That means the Bombers walk it off as the game-winning run crosses the plate. MHS narrowly defeats the Chargers of Illini West 4-3 at home via the walk-off hit by pitch. Last night's game against Quincy High was washed out due to what I like to call a steady drizzle. The Macomb High softball team also in action on Tuesday night against the Illini West. The Lady Bombers looking for back-to-back wins. MHS down 4-0 in the early going. Kelsey Coffin up to bat. She lines a grounder past the shortstop with a single. Bombers couldn't really do anything with that, though, for most of the day. The Bomber bases loaded for the Bombers, but Blair Boston says, "Don't make me show you the hands," and she gets the final out of the inning. To the top of the seventh, Bombers down 9-0. Lara Pence, a high, deep drive to left field, and it is over the fence. She'll round the bases to join her teammates, and that wouldn't be all for the Chargers. Class of 2019 WIU softball verbal commit Daytona Dooley, already an inside the park homer. How about a 3-run blast to center field? The floodgates have opened. 13-0 Chargers still in the seventh. Bailey Clampett drills a line drive to left, bring home another Illini West run, and the Chargers just kept cruising. The Lady Bombers could not stop the bleeding, falling 16-0. The next matchup for MHS is at Illini West again, this time on the road in Carthage at 4:30, so just about a few minutes. To the College Diamond, the Summit League first place Leathernecks took on Megan's former school, don't cry on me, Iowa in Iowa City. We pick it up in the bottom of the first. No outs for Devin Cantu, tattoos it to left field, and it bounces off of the glove of Allie Compton. for 2 quick Hawkeye runs to open up the bottom half. A batter later, Angela Smitterer lines a single over the second base bag, making it 3-0 Iowa after 1 inning. Western didn't record a hit until the top of the 5th on a looping ball to center off of the bat of Holly Holting. Haley Dubois on the very next pitch rolls it down the first base line for another hit. Now they're both in scoring position as the pitcher Emily Ira sends a fly ball to center. Holting scores, but the pinch runner Jasmine Lara left early from second. That's an out and ends the inning. Ira only allowed 2 more hits after the first inning. Here's a K, but not enough offense for the Leathernecks. Western Illinois could only muster 2 hits, even though Ira really settled in after that first inning. Western is scheduled to head back to the great state of Iowa on Saturday at noon for a doubleheader against the Iowa State Cyclones. The Bruce Craddock Memorial Spring Football game was last Friday, with the defense winning 41-29. Let's go behind the scenes of the daily communication between a quarterback and his team. WIU Athletics mic'd up QB Sean McGuire. Enjoy.
No, I'll do it. I mean, I got to have the adrenaline to lift you because you're like 330 pounds. Hey, we need a positive play on first down here. Need a positive play on first down. Let's get rolling. Here you go. Hey, Joker 39. White 20. White 20, set. Let's go!
Another great job by WIU broadcasting alum Juan Reyes and WIU Athletics with that inside look. Of course, the Leathernecks open up the 2017 season on August 31st at Tennessee Tech. That's sports. Final word is next.
You taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
So this is a sad day for some of us on the desk. Lovely Megan, medium Megan, as some of us know, is graduating. She has to stop school a week early because she is going to Mexico. So we put some pictures together for you. I want you to take a look at this. This is when Megan was cute and adorable.
Chubby thighs.
cute and adorable. But you know, Megan has been such a big part here for NEWS3. She came in last year in January and has done a fantastic job. She has stepped up in so many roles, and we've loved her here at NEWS3. That was Megan and I's first time ever anchoring together last January. I already had the look of, oh, you newbie. But that's okay. I turned out loving her. There's a better picture there. Moving on from that picture, as we greatly miss Megan, we're going to move on to Danny Fry here.
Yes,
it is Danny Fry's 21st birthday today. If you see him tonight in Macomb, just walk by him. We don't know if he'll be walking in a straight line.
No one will know me. But I will say I'm glad my mom didn't know about this because she would embarrass me in some of the
Well, good.
Yeah.
So before we finally finish our newscast, we're going to head over to final weather. Devin, how's our 5-day forecast?
Basically, to keep it simple, we got a whole bunch of rain through the rest of the weekend, but it'll clear out in early next week and hopefully a warm up on the way.
Thank you so much,
thank
Devin.
you everyone so much, and thank you so much to NEWS3. I am moving on to KRCG in Columbia, Missouri to take a reporter job. I'm very excited.
Can't wait to continue watching you. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you join us at 9 tomorrow morning for our award-winning show, Good Morning Macomb. Have a good night.